What is the best way for someone who wants to own a Mustang to go about getting one of these horses? My name is Jake, and for those of you who already follow this channel, you know that I am an advocate for the adoption of wild horses that have been rounded up by the federal government. Our Bureau of Land Management holds over 62,000 rounded up wild horses in holding. Most of these horses are available to the public for adoption. Adopting a wild horse through agencies like the BLM typically includes passing an application to become an owner, then setting up a private adoption at a BLM holding facility, or going to a public BLM auction and bidding on the horses available at that. And while I do think that more people with horse experience should do this, I do not think it is the best way for most people to get their own wild horse. Typically, when you adopt a wild horse through the BLM, it is going to act just as unhandled as the day that it was rounded up. It's in the name, guys. These are wild horses. Most people are going to want to be able to do things with their adopted Mustang. On top of that, most horse owners are going to need to be able to administer basic care. This requires being able to handle the horse. The unfortunate reality of Mustang adoption is most people lack the real-life experience that is necessary to start these horses by themselves. And that is not that you can't go get help from somebody who does and that you can't go get that education. But like many things in life, starting a horse from wild is a time commitment. I've both started and helped start a lot of these horses. And the biggest thing to set them up for success is putting the time and effort in, especially in the beginning of their training. On top of this, not everyone meets the BLM's enclosure requirements in regards to the sturdiness and height of fencing to be able to keep these horses in. And yes, there are many examples of people adopting these horses and then said horses escaping due to insufficient corrals. But unfortunately, this does keep many people from being able to adopt Mustangs. So what do you do if you still want to adopt a Mustang but are held back for one or more of these reasons? All across America, there are Mustang training competitions being held annually. The goals of these events is to get these horses seen so that they can then be auctioned off to buyers who are interested in owning a Mustang that has already been started in hand or trained under saddle. All right, guys, this week I'm at a pretty unique event. I'm here in Louisville, Kentucky at the Kentucky Horse Park, and being held here is the Mustang Heritage Spectacular. It's an all wild horse event. Everyone competing in these activities is on wild horses, and at the end of it all is a Mustang adoption open to the public. This is an opportunity for the public to get their hands on horses that have already been trained or started, and there's tons of them available for adoption. Lots of talented trainers and riders. It's a super cool event, and I'm here to show it to you guys, so let's check it out. Now, I got to watch most of the events, and having competed in similar competitions myself, it was cool to see the partnerships that a lot of these trainers have developed with their horses. Most of these trainers have really put in the work, and it shows up in their horses. I recommend everyone attend events like the Mustang Heritage Spectacular, not just for the adoptions, but also just for the entertainment of watching these horses go and perform their best. It's a fantastic way for an adopter to find the right horse because you can speak with the trainers and see how their horses perform in an open event. All right, guys, so I'm with Steve and Katie Smith, who helped me out on the Year of the Mustang journey in West Virginia. Now we're here in Lexington, Kentucky. And what did you do, Katie? Oh my gosh.
I did not intend to do this at all, by any means. But listen, look how cute this little girl is.
Oh my gosh.
This is Astrid. She is 3, and she is ours now.
Fantastic.
Isn't she beautiful?
Yeah.
Here, can I see your face? I don't know if she'll see your face.
What a freaking steal, guys. 20 other cute horses like her went for sale today.
It is amazing to me to think that not long ago she was in the wild.
Yeah.
And then how humbling it is when you're around horses like this that they're pretty much allowing us. They allow us to do this, you know?
Yeah.
To be with them and be in their space. And how cool is that? I think the Mustangs are the most underrated horse out there. With their versatility and what they're capable of doing.
What are you looking forward to with her?
I'm looking forward, honestly, I think Astrid is going to be such a good youth horse for someone. I have a couple potential kids in mind that I'm thinking about too. I think she'd be so cute as a little hunter.
Yeah.
In the English, a little hunter jumper maybe, as she gets a little older and she's able to, because she's just so flashy and cute.
Yeah.
So, you never know. You just never know. The Mustang I have right now, Ellie, I've done ranch. We jumped last week in the clinic in our Western gear. She trail rides, so they're just the best.
Now guys, I'm gonna tell you the honest reality of these auctions. There is usually not that much bidding competition. It does not compare at all to your average horse sale. Lots of people understandably want a horse that they can ride right now. So the horses finished under saddle will of course go for higher prices. But even these horses will sell for a way lower cost than your average domestic bred horse of the same experience level. Now what people really underestimate is the value of a horse that has been started well in hand. In this competition, most of the in-hand horses are yearlings and 2-year-olds, which means they've got lots of time still to grow and learn. These horses have at least been taught to get haltered, led, and loaded in a trailer. Most of them, you can saddle them and pick up all their feet. And this was just a fraction of what some of these trainers had taught their in-hand horses to do. Most of these horses sold for under $1,000. And I watched multiple people walk away with these in-hand horses for less than $300. To put that in perspective, a BLM adoption fee can be between $25 and $125 depending on the type of adoption. For a couple $100 more, you could get a horse that leads trailers and potentially do a lot more than that. Most of these trainers don't do this for the money. They do this because they love working with wild horses and they want to see more of them go to good homes. For all these reasons and more, guys, I think training competitions like this are the best way for most people to go about getting their own Mustangs. It's because of participating in a competition like this that I got my horse Denver. And Denver went with me 6,000 miles across the United States. Now, for those of you who are interested in learning more about some of these specific competitions/auctions, I'm going to include some links below. There's going to be way more out there, so go do your research yourself as far as what competition you'd want to attend if this is the way you'd want to go for finding your horse. There are other ways and places to find wild horses that have already been trained, and we'll cover stuff like that in future videos, as well as how to adopt wild horses from the BLM and Forest Service. But for now, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, comment them below. We'll see if we can get those answered. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that button because we're putting videos like this out all the time. Until the next one, adios.